Welcome to the Creative J's podcast. I'm Jekesmond and we have a special guest today.
I'm Jaevon.
Jaevon is a fellow student here at our university, and we're just here to talk shit and to see how things go. So, recently the Grammys went by, and of course they're on some bullshit like they do every single year.
Facts.
They nominate great artists, and then they don't end up giving them the awards that they deserve. And then there's one particular artist that's one of the most popular artists in the world, and he didn't get nominated at all because he chose to perform at the Super Bowl.
That's the crazy part.
It's crazy that The Weeknd didn't have any kind of nominations at all.
It's crazy how it's like, oh, now it's a popularity contest, and then you don't choose some of the most popular artists.
Exactly, the most popular artists.
It gets kind of confusing, and they're like, oh, we're not going to choose you based off you as an artist or you as a person. It's like, bro, Kanye pissed on the whole Grammy, and he gets nominated and wins.
Yeah.
And other people are like, you can't talk smack about the Grammys. It's like, bro, Kanye just pissed on one, and he won.
He's won dozens. I think I don't know. I don't know exactly how much he's won, but he's won at least in the 20s. He's won a lot of them. And now he just added another one to it after he pissed on one, which is funny.
Dude's going across genres. They'll probably fucking nominate his ass for a rock album.
That's really just a testament to his greatness. If he can he went from hip hop to to do a fucking gospel, and then he wins a Grammy for it.
I didn't even think it was being nominated until I saw the list of the day that they were going over everything. Because some albums, certain songs with certain projects, I was like, wait, isn't this a little bit before the cutoff? Because the box.
You talking about for Roddy Ricch?
Yeah. I didn't think that was going to be nominated this one. I thought it'd be nominated the last one.
But they have a weird fucking cutoff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not.
So I was sort of confused. I was like, wait, why are there some 2019 projects that came out sort of mid third quarter 2019? I was like, shouldn't they have been in the last one? I was like, I thought they were. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I understand that, dude. It's like the Grammys place different weird albums into different categories. Like when Tyler said his shit wasn't a hip hop album, and they still nominated for hip hop, and he won. But at the end of the day, he was like, "No, it's not really hip hop." He's rapping on the album.
That's our topic because hip hop is so diverse.
Exactly.
It has so many different sounds, so many different styles. It's technically it's hip hop in a whole huge realm.
Yeah, and a broad category. Yeah.
And then trying to define where shit are. It's the Grammy doesn't have that kind of format to divide it up equally.
True. So I don't know how it categorized Tyler's album. To me, it's hip hop, but it does definitely have R&B influences, and it draws upon a whole bunch of black music to make his album. So I don't know if I would necessarily qualify it as just hip hop, but they don't have a category that shows black music at the Grammys that just it's solely black music. There's something it's based off of what kind of genre it is based on rather than the combination of it all.
I remember when Billie Eilish was like, I don't deserve this. I thought Meg was gonna win. And somebody was like, well, what are the Grammys? Are they just giving out music to only black people? Is it just all black music? It's technically every genre that you see in the Grammys is, originating from African Americans.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it's every single one, because I think there's one or two that I wouldn't give credit for, but country, rock, gospel,
we created country.
Hip-hop. No, I'm saying I'm counting those.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying those are ones I know for sure, but there was some, it's I don't know if I would go that far.
Again, those genres have roots in those other ones, so it's still.
Oh, no, 100%. I'm saying I don't know if I would say that they exactly were just been black forever. Gospel music, I don't remember when gospel music ain't been black.
But I'm pretty sure it has roots. The way it is now, it has roots in black music.
No, yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'm saying I don't know.
You mean
gospel hasn't been?
Oh, you mean gospel rock and shit like that?
Anything. I don't know when gospel music hasn't been considered a black genre. For when I've listened to it.
Yeah.
I don't really like it, but
It sounds black as hell.
Yeah, exactly. When your family listens to plays, it's I wouldn't know if there's a white person that makes gospel music growing up.
There could be a white lead singer, and I would still assume it's a black person.
Exactly.
I still assume it's a black person. But yeah, speaking of hip hop, Freddie Gibbs got nominated for my best rap album of the year, and then he didn't win.
Bro.
They gave a pity win to Nas for King's Disease, and Nas is one of the greatest. He deserves a Grammy, but he should have won it for Illmatic, which baked way back in the 1990s.
Who did he lose to back then, or was it just not nominated?
I don't think it was nominated. I don't know. I'm not.
Wait, no.
Maybe I'm not sure.
Hip-hop wasn't being nominated until 95 or 96, right? It wasn't even a category there. Until
the first person who won a Grammy for hip hop was Will Smith, I believe.
And that was for Black on Both Sides.
No, Will Smith.
Oh, Will Smith.
No,
I don't know why I heard Mos Def.
Not
Shit,
Mos
my
Def.
bad. Oh shit.
Mos Def definitely didn't win the fucking first Grammy for hip hop. That'd be very interesting. But
He should.
I think it was Will Smith who won the first one. I need to look it up later to see.
And what album was it? Which album was it?
Look it up.
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure it's Will Smith. And then
Oh, I remember talking about
what was it?
Because I remember I had looked it up a couple years ago. So he won best rap solo performance from Getting Jiggy with It,
Yeah.
and that was in '99. But I thought.
But no, there's been albums before that. None, because I want to say it's been like the.
Well, that's the one that he won. I'll say that.
Type in the first hip hop artist to win a Grammy.
First hip hop artist to win a Grammy.
It might be MC Hammer or some shit like that.
Yo, MC Hammer was hot though at that time.
Yeah, he had hits.
Especially on the Bay, he was.
Yeah, of course. But I'm not like trying to say that he's the one of the greats. I'm just saying like yeah, he was probably the first.
I don't know why my
Good because he had hits.
He almost went diamond. No, he went diamond with
Can't touch this.
I think he did.
Mm.
Okay, now my phone's finally loading. The first rapper to win a Grammy, the very first rapper to ever win a Grammy, was none other than Philadelphia's own Will Smith. On February 22nd, at the 31st Grammy Awards, the first ever award for best rap performance was given to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yeah, I knew it was Will Smith, but like what album was it?
Well, this was saying.
Oh, it was a song.
This was I'm pretty sure it was Get Jiggy with It.
Okay, but DJ Jazzy Jeff wasn't on Get Jiggy with it, was he?
Oh well, my internet would be a little bit faster.
You connected to the Wi-Fi?
Nah. Why don't I have no password?
There is no password.
Oh, which one is it? Or you guys just
Like whichever one says this apartment complex.
Oh no, their hit single "Parents Just Don't Understand."
Yeah, I see.
That one.
Back in like the 1980s
Oh,
or in like the early 1990s.
I remember that song.
Yeah, that's a good song. I don't think it's not a great song, but it's still good.
Hey,
I like it.
rap artists with the most Grammys are both Kanye and Jay-Z.
Jay-Z,
They
tied.
have 21.
Yeah, they're both tied.
Since 2005, Kanye West has been nominated every year except for 2007, overall receiving 57 nominations.
Yeah,
That's honestly, I feel like his percentage of receiving versus nominations would be higher. A little less than half.
he should be nominated more, but but again, you can't just be that biased. If he would just win all the most, if it was up to them like that.
Eminem's won 15
I'm fucking
for 44
I'm
nominations.
fucking stuttering.
So even less. Rappers who have never, we already know who ain't never won a Grammy. Too many.
Who?
It said like rappers who have never won a Grammy. So it was like Tupac,
Snoop Dogg, yeah, all of them.
DMX.
Was DMX nominated? For Hell Hath No.
I was gonna say maybe yeah.
Well, not Hell Hath No Fury. Is that or is it called what's it called?
Oh, you're thinking of you said the Clips album Hell Hath No Fury.
Hmm?
You were saying the Clips album?
Oh, yeah, that's the Clips album.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of DMX's Hell Is Hot and like something is called Dark Something like that shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Rakim, Busta Rhymes, Run DMC, Ice Cube. I wouldn't say that they kind of deserve them. They're just notable people who never won.
I can see Busta Rhymes getting one. Because he actually is a very skilled rapper.
Not gonna disagree. It's dark and hell is hot, but yeah.
Yeah. It's dark as hell and hell is.
Hammer.
It's
That
dark
album
and hell
came
is
out in
hot.
'98.
Who?
Rough Riders was running the game whenever he dropped that album.
Yeah.
98 to 99. Maybe 2000 if you want to argue.
Nah, that's Cash Money, 99, 2000. Everybody knows that.
But, so, I definitely did not like the outcome of hip hop. I was like, either Freddie Gibbs is going to win or Jay Electronica is going to win. I thought they were giving a petty nomination for Nas. I didn't think they were going to let him win. Because there weren't many people.
It's the Grammys.
There weren't even many people who were talking about the album.
It doesn't have to be talked about. The Grammy does that.
I don't even know. I don't even remember.
If they feel like they can make up for not nominating you in the past, they'll give you the award for like some shit that you released in the future, and it's not really that good compared to the stuff that you released in the past. So I understand it.
And then who else was nominated?
But
Royce da 5'9".
But Alfredo should have won. Alfredo it's like a great album.
Alfredo or A Written Testimony.
A Written Testimony, yeah, it's good. It's by Jay Electronica.
Before King's Disease, I would have chose either of those two albums. I would have chose Alfredo, but I'm saying before King's Disease, I would have chosen A Written Testimony.
A Written Testimony.
I really like that album.
It's a very good album. I'm gonna stick with Alfredo though.
Oh no, I'm saying I would have chose that one, but before King's Disease. I'm choosing.
Oh, a written testimony is like your second choice. After.
Yeah.
Okay, got
like
you.
I'm saying, I would have chose that before I chose King's Disease.
Got you.
Man, Jay Electronica and Jay did the thing on that.
They did. Most people were kind of like hating on it because it's like Jay is too much. It's too much Jay-Z on this. It's not enough Jay Electronica. I'm like, oh, okay, but
I honestly thought it was perfect.
I thought it was good. I thought it was very good. Some people just had like people going bitch about everything. So
People bitch about it.
yeah,
I definitely like that. I was listening to it recently and I was like, man,
the beat is nice.
I missed it.
And there are like people on there that I didn't expect. Like Travis Scott's on there, and I was like, oh, this actually matches very well.
Yeah, The Dream. When they did the remix to one of Rihanna's songs from her 2015 or 16 album.
Would that be Anti?
Yeah, Anti. And she was like screaming in the background. I was like, I don't know if I liked the song originally, but the sample, man, it was really good. I really like that album.
Okay.
Billie Eilish, I don't even fucking listen to her music that often, and I don't even remember I remember she won for song, but I was like, was this a song that just came out like a couple of months ago that went hot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's just coming to the game and just is stealing Grammys out of nowhere. She's doing very good.
Oh yeah, Say So by Doja Cat. That got nominated, and I was like, isn't this song old as hell? Like, I thought this came out mid 2019 or something like that.
But that's the thing, though. Remember, he said they have like a weird ass like qualification period.
Yeah, that was that was the confusing part for me. I'm like, what are we doing? Because a written testimony came out. What, December?
I think so. Yeah. But again, weird qualification period. They don't do it yearly like the Oscars do.
Say So, that album came out November 8th, 2019. I don't fuck with Doja Cat though. She was on that coon shit.
people go in between saying she's a coon and saying they want to have sex with her. It's people niggas are niggas. It's just how it is.
They're saying I'd fuck her, but I wouldn't respect
Nah,
her.
dude. that means you don't disrespect her enough if you're gonna say you're gonna have sex with her.
So wait.
So is she a coon or is she attractive? Just pick one.
You could be an attractive coon.
I get it, but it's like but the coolness should like be like, okay, nah, I'm not attracted to you anymore. Something should override the other one. Yeah, but
I'm just looking at some of the wins and nominations.
I haven't listened to any of the albums on our rock section. I didn't listen to any of them. I never heard any of them. Except for was Phoebe Bridgers nominated? I've heard of her album, but I've been meaning to listen to it. I haven't listened to it yet though.
No.
She was nominated, Phoebe Bridgers? Nope. Maybe she'd be nominated for the one that's coming up. Because I keep thinking of like this past year. I keep forgetting they have like this weird ass period of qualification. So I keep thinking of recent albums.
No, she was nominated, my bad.
Okay, yeah. What album was it? It was an album or was it a song?
It was alternative music album, Punisher.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah, and who won was Fiona Apple.
Oh yeah, Fresh to Boat Quarters. Boat Quarters, yeah. It's a pretty good album.
Tame Impala was also nominated.
Yeah, they're becoming more mainstream. They've been mainstream, but it's like they're becoming like even more into the forefront.
That's why I was like, oh, this is the year. Things have changed in the Grammys. All the underground or not as well known artists they're finally getting that recognition. And they were just like, yeah, show up.
Gotcha.
When though? Who did they do that to? They did that to like Mac or something.
You talking about Mac Miller?
Yeah, had his mom come for the nomination and everything, and they just gave it to Cardi B.
Yeah, I think so.
You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like
it was pointless. It was just, but I guess they thought it was like some kind of condolence.
I mean, Earl Sweatshirt didn't get nominated that year, so I was like,
nobody really messes with Earl like that, and not in the mainstream. We know about Earl, I just started messing with Earl because of you got me into it. But before that, I was like, this shit is kind of I fuck with him. But then when I had to listen to him,
some
rap songs, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Hey.
I fuck with Doris.
Clay was even more weird. I'll be honest.
Feet of Clay was definitely more weird.
The song East, where he had like the accordion in the background.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I'm never gonna be able to defend Earl Sweatshirt again after this.
Like, but then I kind of like understood like where he was coming from throughout the entire process of the album. So I was like, oh, this is actually a very great album. I don't know if I'll call it one of the best rap albums of all time or some shit like that, but some people say that. So I'm like, oh, I can kind of see where you're coming from, but it's like I need to give him more listens because he's not like he's not a surface level lyricist. It's more so like you have to like comprehend what the fuck he's trying to say.
Bro, you gotta feel what he's feeling.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you gotta be able to start reading that shit. You start reading it, you're gonna be like, huh?
No, I was reading it and I was like, I understood what he's talking about, but he's so fucking metaphorical with shit.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta like
So it's
feel
like-
what he's feeling.
yeah.
And be like, oh.
Like,
Like
it's
then
not-
again,
yeah.
it's still hard. He's
It's
he's
very
an emotional MF Doom. With not as
honestly.
with not as long albums. His albums are much shorter.
and it's lyrically dense, but it's not in this. It's not such a in the like you're not gonna get it on the first listen. Is what I'm trying to say.
I didn't even like some rap songs on the first listen. 100%.
I like some of the songs.
I liked two songs. One was Cold Summers.
Cold Summers are like
That's my favorite Earl song. I love that song. That was what made me read.
Cold Summers. I liked, and I like the Zukar.
Same. But for me, like when I first listened to it was like December 24th.
Mm-hmm.
When he was like Palace with a Crib
Yeah.
Day. I was like, those were the two songs that got me to re-listen to it. Because when I first listened to it, I was like, what the fuck is this? So like you brought like part like you were. I was like, this shit is mad weird. And then I was like, oh, I was like, he's that dude. So I was like on the whole some rap song type train.
Yeah.
When that shit came out like November, it wasn't until like March or something that more people started talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was fucking with it back then. But I'm still gonna choose To Pimp a Butterfly as best.
Yeah, definitely.
And then
It doesn't. It's not. It's lyrically dense, but like it's understandable. Well, it's understandable for me on my first listen.
which one?
To Pimp a Butterfly, I understood it from the first listen because like I'm kind of used to analyzing shit.
I didn't think it was. I mean, like when I first heard it, it was like 20. It came out in 2015.
Mhm.
I was probably 14 or 15. I was like, it's not as popular as Good Kid, Mad City. I don't like it as much as Good Kid, Mad City because Good Kid, Mad City is more.
It's more
It's
at the
got
for-
more. It has
it's
a
more
more surface
mainstream.
level of
Exactly.
appeal.
Mhm.
And then somebody was like, "Nah, bro, you gotta listen." I was like, and then my other friend was like, "Bro, it's good." And I listened to it. Man, I almost cried when he got to how much a dollar cost.
Yeah.
And then whenever he got to what's it called? The song where he had the interview with Tupac. I can't think of the name.
Mortal Man.
Or I was. Maybe want to go back home. Go back home and start crying and shit.
Yeah, I feel you.
And then some people, I've seen people recently saying Deltron 3030.
I still haven't listened to that. I need to. Dude, there's so much fucking music to listen to. Like recently, I listened
That's
to
how it is
this.
whenever you tell people to listen to them. I'm like, man, like if I ever like get to like a certain part, I'm like, I go listen to an old album, and I'm like, yeah. But no, I mean, if there was any Del the Funky Homo Sapien album where I'm like, you should listen to this one first, it's definitely that.
I get you. You've been saying that for a while.
I started listening to Souls of Mischief.
I need to listen to that too. There's so much fucking music.
And
Like recently, I listened to this Animal Collective album, and it was very, very interesting. I think Spirit, something like that. Spirit, They Vanished, or Spirit, They Awakened, something like that. I'm not very good at remembering things.
dude, there's a lot of fucking album names to know.
Yeah.
And you also gotta know. Sometimes you gotta know what year it comes out for better context on things.
Yeah.
You also gotta know a majority of the songs if you even know what you're talking about. It's like, cause like when you think like even like comparing Grammys or like when artists became big, you know, it's like, oh, So Far Gone by Drake came out in 2009 exactly, and then you're like, all right, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasies was like that bigger album 2010, and Take Care was like the bigger
2011,
more popular album 2011. Yeah, so it's like going by that. It's sort of, and that like helps remember certain albums. Because like, you know, 2012 was Good Kid, Mad City. 2013, it depends on who you're asking. Some people say Nothing Was the Same.
in 2013.
Yeah.
Like the best hip hop album.
Just like more popular.
Oh, the most popular.
Best
Yeah.
or more popular.
I think it was definitely Nothing Was the Same was the most popular album of 2013.
Best or more popular for 2011 and 12 are like the same. I mean 2010 and 2012 are the same.
Yeah, I can agree.
2011, I don't know if Take Care is exactly the best.
I think it's one of his best albums.
I think it's his best album.
Oh.
But I mean like overall hip hop albums, like that
Oh, you
came
mean
out
like
in 2011.
okay.
I don't remember exactly all the albums that came out that year.
2011, I was just getting into like really getting into hip hop, understanding like its lyricism and like the depth of it. Prior to that, I listened to hip hop and I understood the lyrics, but I was more so just like interested in like how it sounded. I wasn't until I got into like maybe like middle school or like intermediate school that I was like really analyzing the lyrics and everything. But prior to that, I was just like, oh, this sounds cool.
Right.
Like,
I wasn't really fucking with hip hop, honestly. I remember I didn't like niggas. 'Cause I was light skinned. So I was like, at that time, you know, I was too white to be black. I was too black to be white. I was like, man, fuck everybody. So I was like listening to like rock music and dubstep. I was listening to rock music from like.
He's not gonna be the alternative black person.
I was the black friend that had. Well, I mean, I didn't have them, but I was like that black friend with all the piercings, and then white person's like, I can't be racist. My friend is black. It's like,
you the one friend.
I was listening to rock music, I was in dubstep, and then around. It definitely was like 2012. No, 2011, 2012. You know, one of the best rappers ever was out here releasing his first few albums. Kendrick. Maybe start going back to rap, and I was like, yo.
I kind of like dazed off for a minute. I was like, wait, who's he talking about?
ADHD, High Power.
Yeah.
Rigor Mortis.
Rigor Mortis is very good.
Sewer, and then going into 2012. I mean, we all know all the good songs on Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
But you know the bigger ones: Money Tree, Swimming Pools, and then
I know the albums, dude.
Backseat Freestyle. No, I'm saying like those were the songs where I remember listening to like on the radio and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the first time I listened to Kendrick, well, the first time I even knew of Kendrick's existence was like, I think it was like early in the morning. I was about to go to school, and I just happened to turn on the TV, and it was on MTV one time, and like they happened to be playing Swimming Pools, and like that's like the visuals of this music video are fucking interesting. It's like very cool because he's in slow mo and he's falling down and shit, and it's like, oh
yeah.
And then he's like actually spitting as well. I was like, oh, this nigga is nice. So I was like, oh,
I think I remember.
I like this
dude.
dude.
I remember.
Dude.
It had to be 2012 and 2013.
It was like 2012, 2013. Yeah.
When I was in 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah.
We were in 7th and 8th grade, and every single morning, I had to be at the bus stop at like 7, I think. But I would still wake up 4 or 5 a.m. and I would watch MTV's music videos because they had MTV 1, MTV 2, and I think they were showing pretty much the same things. I remember when Fucking Problems came out, they had the music video, and I definitely remember seeing Swimming Pools. I was like, yo, this is
fucking insane.
Yeah, because I was like, I like the song. And I was like, this is the video? And I was like, this goes together. I remember this was when Upper Echelon came out.
Yeah, by Travis Scott.
That was my first Travis Scott song, Upper Echelon, and I was like,
I got
remember that?
I got into Travis Scott early before he even released Rodeo, because I listened to Alpha Arrow. Like I was randomly on Daft Piff one day.
Upper Echelon was before Rodeo, right?
I think it was on Alpha Arrow. I think
it wasn't Days Before Rodeo. Wait, which one was Days Before Rodeo and then Alpha Arrow, or was it Alpha Arrow then Days Before Rodeo?
It was Alpha Arrow then Days Before Radio.
Oh, see, I haven't been looking at his discography lately because he didn't drop nothing, so I'll be forgiven.
Yeah. But Alpha Arrow, I just happened to listen to it on Dat Piff one day, and I was like, oh, this is good. I actually fuck with the sound. And then I realized he's from Houston. I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense.
I really like this guy.
I really like this dude. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I remember watching that video because it had T.I. and had 2 Chainz, and they had like two white girls twerking. I was like, ah. I was like, yeah. That was my first time hearing Travis. And then another video was Grind Mode by YG. It was YG featuring 2 Chainz and Nipsey Hussle.
What song is that?
Grind Mode.
Oh yeah,
it came out. Yeah. I don't remember. It was definitely around that time, and I was like, this is like when I was finally when I started getting back into hip hop, and I was like, yo, like, this stuff's cool. Like this is when I was like, I still mainly listen to California artists before I listen to others. So like right now, well, I mean not right now as much anymore, but like Della Funky Homo Sapien, Souls of Mischief, all Oakland artists, Clipping with W. Diggs.
Yeah, Clipping is good.
So I be listening to them mainly, and then sometimes I'll listen to The Game, Kendrick, Vince Staples. I really like North.
But Vince Staples is nice, dude.
And like hearing that first time, it's like, yo, this shit's good. And then them like really looking at all the things he was saying and looking back now, it's like that was definitely like.
Bitch, you thirsty? Please have a spray.
When he was talking about Ricky.
Yeah.
From Boys in the Hood, I was like, yo, Vince Staples really got her shit. I was like, those people don't give a fuck about nobody. He's like, nigga should have read a zigzag, didn't got his back wet. I was like,
bars.
Hey, man. Yeah, I was like, man, you didn't have to say that, man. I was like, what about Ricky? Like, you don't care about Morris Chestnut anymore? Like those kind of things. But like, listen to that now, I still like it.
I get you.
And I feel like All Night by him is underrated. All Night.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's underrated. And then Let's see. Souls of Mischief again. MC Ride.
Yeah, you really got me into Death Grips because I heard Death Grips prior to that in high school, but I really wasn't messing with it.
Really? I never heard it until college.
I heard it in high school. It was so abrasive. It was like the sound, the production of it, his vocals.
Which one though?
I think it was
because when we were in high school, the Money Store had been out, and then
I think it was a Money Store.
The Powers That Be had just came out at the same time at Temple Better.
I listened to the Powers That Be, and I listened to Money Store. What's the one where there's like a blocked out like
the dark web?
Yeah, I listened to that one as well, and I was I appreciated it, but it wasn't something. It wasn't meshing. Like it wasn't like I didn't understand like the depth behind it until like I met you. And
dude, that's his style is so weird.
Exactly.
And, well, it's so unorthodox that's definitely like the first thing that people are gonna get thrown off of. And then you have the abrasive beats with it. He does something that like I don't remember any other artist doing similar.
Mm-hmm.
Besides maybe what was that album called that came out in 2015? It was like it's the one that it's like all black and it has like that white face. It's like the Satan and the Daughter song. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I can look it up real quick.
Danny Brown was more so of like a tamer version of that for me. I was like, oh, this is more so. This is like a little bit more tame. It's kind of like Death Grips, but it's like I can listen to this and nod my head to it. With Death Grips, it's like you got to be pumped up in the gym more. You got to be energized while listening to it.
I think I didn't start listening to much underground music until 2016 or 17.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear about Danny Brown until either 17 or 18. I think it was end of 17, beginning of 18. And I was like, Atrocity Exhibition, huh? Okay. I still like Tell Me What I Don't Know.
Yeah.
That's probably...
I had heard all that underground stuff in high school, but it wasn't until like I got into college and like I started talking to people. I was like,
I probably heard a lot of different
artists
and never really like clicked.
Yeah.
Clicked off for me.
Gotcha.
And then, cause I remember like pretty much like growing up. Well, at least when I was getting into hip hop, I was like, man, Drake is amazing. And then I was like, whoa, J. Cole. And then I got into Kendrick. And then Kendrick leads me to Butterfly, and I was like, that's that real. Because in middle school, Drake has always been the biggest artist.
He was the go-to to people in middle school. Because he's like, oh, I'm going to the same stuff.
People still call him a GOAT.
Yeah, because
I don't necessarily agree because...
I think he's in the top 30. I don't think he's the GOAT.
He's not in my top 25.
I think he's in the top. I think he's in the 30s for me, or maybe like the bottom 20s.
But like when people like I don't understand like what's the classification for him being the GOAT.
Because he's relatable. That's really all it is.
Well, I mean like because like whenever like when I mention this, people say one thing or two things. Number one, he's Drake.
He's relatable.
Number two, he's always selling. He's super popular.
Yeah,
it's like
that's.
But it's like if we're going based off sales, Eminem is the greatest rapper ever, and it's not even close.
People say that. Most of them are white.
I don't know if they say that because sales. I think they just say
because of his lyrical ability.
Yeah, and I was gonna say.
And they also say it because of sales.
I was gonna say because of his influence and his lyrical ability. Yeah. I never really hear many people talk about
Eminem
because of sales. Because I haven't seen one person yet mention the fact that he has 2 diamond albums.
I think people use it as a qualifier for him being a GOAT.
Out of 8, what is it? 8 hip hop diamond albums. He has 2.
I think so.
It's Tupac, Biggie, Andre 3000 with the speaker box. Andre.
Big Boy, I think.
Big Boy, technically, yeah.
Which is like a package deal.
Yeah. Intergalactic by Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
What was the album that Nelly had in 2001?
I never listened to Nelly like that.
It was like Country Hill.
Country Grammar.
Yeah, that Country Grammar.
Yeah, I know
that went.
I never listened to
it, and then Get Rich or Die Trying.
But I never listened to the Country Grammar. I've only listened to like off a few songs off of there. I never listened to a full Nettie album before ever.
That'd probably be if I've listened to that whole album. That's the only Nelly album that I've ever listened to all the way. And it's hard to say because that came out so early. But when Get Rich or Die Trying is forever gonna be every.
That's 2005, isn't it? Or is that 2003? Maybe
2 or 3. It's 2 or 3.
Okay.
I remember talking about with a friend over winter break.
Okay.
That will forever be like more influential than Nelly's album because Nelly was like 2001 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But most black people, we like our age, we only really be knowing it because of that one song, and that's because it was like at the end of every single black movie at that time.
I know Tip Drill and I know Down Down Baby.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it's called Down Down Baby. I just know he said Down Down Baby in the song.
This was the album that I was talking about.
Yeah,
It came
I
out
listened to that. Daughters.
Yeah.
What's the name of
Oh,
it?
that's 2018. Wow, I thought it was 2015.
What's the name of it?
You Won't Get What You Want by Daughters.
By Daughters.
And they had a song called Satan.
That song is very. I mean, well, the whole album is very like.
That for me. That's like the closest
It's very
thing
depressing.
that I think I've heard to Death Grips.
Yeah, it's very depressing. Like the sound is very abrasive, just like Death Grips, but it's like even more so. I can't explain it.
Death Grips is a bit more energetic with it.
Exactly.
It has like that energetic.
This one
has like that depressing.
It just seeps you into the darkness. You don't feel any kind of happiness listening to it.
I have a question. What do you feel about artists who, like when they pass, like their streams just soar 300, 600%, or when they get out of jail? So I remember somebody was like, "Oh, Bobby Shmurda gained like 2 million followers."
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, "Oh, it's either fake fans or new fans." And somebody was like, "Nigga, what do you expect me to do? He was in jail for 6 years. You want me to keep following him that damn long?" And I was like, "That's a good point."
Yeah, I understand that. It's not that you weren't a fan. It's just like he wasn't. He was in jail. He wasn't doing anything.
Like you weren't posting on Instagram. You know, like when sometimes people die, they're like, "Oh, like you ain't a real fan." It's like, well, I probably didn't know about the person until that they died.
Exactly.
It's like Tupac and Biggie. No disrespect to them. But a reason that they were widely considered the GOAT
because they died young.
Was their passing, and then that just created shockwave.
And they're definitely talented people, but it's like
no, definitely at that time, especially they were definitely more up there. But I'm saying like over time, you got Kendrick, you got MC Ride, you got Danny Brown, you got other rappers and stuff now.
Yeah.
But I remember like you go many places in the world, you be like, yo, who's the best rapper? They can be like Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah.
They ain't never heard Tupac and Biggie in their life. They've
heard one. Yeah, they've heard California Love, and they've heard Dear Mama, and they've I can't think of a Biggie song. Shit. They've heard of Big Papa. They've heard Big Papa, and they're like, oh,
that's about it.
That's about it. Like, oh yeah, this is it. They codify it automatically.
I think that like definitely. Like that definitely speaks volumes to like how people are. Nipsey. I'll be honest. I read something. I was looking at when Victory Lap came out. I thought it came out in December of 2018. Apparently, it came out in 2019.
No, I'm pretty sure it came out in 2019.
That's what I thought. I thought it came.
I could have sworn it came out in 2018.
I thought it came out in December of 2018 because I remember I was on Twitter and people were like, "Yo, Nipsey Hussle's about to drop the Victory Lap, and this is gonna be like the most entrepreneurial, inspirational shit you'll ever hear in your life."
It was. I was listening to it and I was like, oh.
Exactly. I was like, oh. Well, I never really listened to Nipsey Hussle besides that one song with
That's my first album. That's my first time listening to
with
him.
YG, and I was like, well, I gotta check this shit out. And I was like, oh shit, Kendrick's on here? You already know. And I forget that, there's a lot of California rappers that kind of
that are great.
They overlap each other, so sometimes you forget about certain others. Like YG, he makes good music.
He does.
2014, My Crazy Life. It's a really good album.
It really is.
Schoolboy Q's Oxymoron, that also came out in 2014. It's a good album.
Which one came out in 2016 for Schoolboy Q?
Oh, Blank Face.
Yeah.
Love Blank Face.
Blank Face is good.
That was when I first got a job, and I remember listening to Straight Ballin', and I was like, only album I've listened to. Hey, most of the times I was playing Black Ops 3, Schoolboy Q was playing in the back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we remember that.